If you are going to the nation's beaches, you'll be able to get help from the lifeguards, but that help will be limited. The lifeguards, who are represented by the Emergency Medical Services Union, say they won't use equipment that aren't fit to do the job required. They call on the government to fix this and other issues. Ian Wason has the story.
The lifeguards are only prepared to do what they can do and not what they are not equipped to do. They protested outside the Ministry of National Security, even as representatives of their union, the Emergency Medical Services Union, were in a meeting with officials inside. Following the meeting, the president of the union spoke to the media.
We are donning tools. We are not going to use the illegal ambulances, nor entertain the illegal insurance in these ambulances. Nor are we going to entertain lifeguards being first aiders and not having the emergency medical technician course.
In addition to not being trained in CPR, they are short in equipment and vehicles. He said the lifeguards do not even have the use of a jet ski, which is very important.
Lifeguards continue to risk their lives on the beaches because they don't have the qualifications to treat with bathers who have drowned or near drowning.
They are also calling for a proper administration system and a reporting chain of command.
This morning I also want to express our dissatisfaction with the chain of command in the lifeguards department. There is no director, there is no deputy director, there is no manager.
Mr. Sidney said his union represents 80% of the lifeguards in the country. He said the majority of lifeguards are not happy with the other union that represents the remaining 20% of lifeguards. Ian Wason for C News.
And the Emergency Medical Service Union distances itself from the view of the National Union of Government and Federated Workers that the lifeguards should be removed from the Ministry of National Security. The NUGFW wants the lifeguards to return to the local government ministry.
We don't share those views, and I will explain why. Lifeguards are what we call emergency medical staff. They fall rightly under national security. And there's a reason why this particular union wants to put lifeguards under local government. You see, we are not braming or shaming any union, but that is their strong point. And they are seeking their interests, and they are not seeking the interests and the welfare of bathers and the lifeguards themselves.
Mr. Sidney said, however, the country is in need of lifeguards.
The lifeguards in Trinidad and Tobago is the most minute set of lifeguards I've ever seen in any public beach in the world. They are not given equipments, nor they are given training, nor are they given the amount of staff to cover the beaches. So one lifeguard basically operates at 4 lifeguards capacity.
For more on these and other stories, you can visit our C News website at ctvtt.com. You can also keep up to date with the latest stories on Facebook and Twitter at C News Live.